Paddington Sets Sail by Michael Bond, illustrated by R.W. Elley. Hi, my name is Werner. I've been reading hundreds of books for you. Please subscribe to get them all. And watch until the end, where a surprise is waiting for you. Your mom can help you with that. Thank you. One morning, Mr. Brown had a surprise. "We are taking a trip to the beach," he said. Paddington, Jonathan, and Judy cheered. Mrs. Brown and Mrs. Bird were excited too. Paddington had never been to the beach. He did not know what to bring. So he packed everything. Soon they were on their way. Paddington poked his head out the window. He sniffed the salty sea air. At the beach, Paddington got a pail, shovel, sunglasses, and a float. He was ready for anything. The tide was low, so they went in the water. Jonathan and Judy splashed and swam. Paddington floated in the waves. At lunch, Mr. Brown had a great idea. He said, "Let's have a sandcastle contest." Paddington, Judy, and Jonathan would each make a sandcastle. The biggest castle would win. Paddington wanted to win. First, he found a perfect spot. He dug a moat. He carried pails and pails of sand. He made walls and windows. Paddington placed his hat on top of the castle. Finally, he was done. Paddington's big sand castle was perfect. Paddington sat inside his castle. Sand castle work was hard, and he was tired. Then he fell asleep. Oh no! The tide had come in. It knocked down Paddington's sand castle. It carried Paddington's pail out to sea, with Paddington in it. The Browns were worried. It was getting late. They found Paddington's hat, but could not find Paddington. Where had he gone? Then the Browns spotted people gathered near the pier. They ran towards the crowd. It was Paddington. People believed that Paddington had floated all the way across the sea. They took his picture. "Did you float here in this pail?" a girl asked. "Yes, I used my shovel as a paddle," said Paddington. The sun was setting. It was time to go home. "Did you enjoy your trip, Paddington?" asked Judy. "Yes, not many bears go to sea in a bucket," he said. The Browns were so happy to have Paddington back. Today's trip was a bit shorter than when you came from darkest Peru, said Mr. Brown. Paddington did not hear. He was fast asleep. Paddington's Prize Picture by Michael Bond, illustrated by R.W. Ellie. One morning, Mrs. Brown sent Paddington to the market to buy some oranges. Paddington was well known in the market. The traders always saved their best fruit for him, and he always thanked them for it. When he was done shopping, Paddington visited his friend Mr. Gruber. Mr. Gruber's store was filled with old things, but he always had something new to show Paddington. Mr. Gruber was very busy. He was washing a painting. On one half, Paddington saw a picture of a boat. On the other half, Paddington saw what looked like a hat. "Just you wait," said Mr. Gruber. "There is more to come." "I have never seen a picture like this before," said Paddington. "That's because one picture is hidden under another," Mr. Gruber said. Paddington had a great idea. He hurried home as fast as his legs would carry him. Paddington looked for the picture Mr. Brown had been painting. He wondered if this one had another picture under it too. Paddington began to clean. The boats and blue sky disappeared, but there was nothing underneath. The beautiful picture was now a stormy sea. Paddington decided to fix it. He found some brushes and an old box of paints. Then Paddington set to work. He started to paint the boats and the lake. He carefully filled in the spots he had cleaned. Paddington stepped back to look at his work. There was no lake. There were no boats. He reached for the paints and began again. At dinner that evening, Paddington was covered in orange spots. "I hope you are not getting sick," said Mrs. Brown. She sent him to bed early, just in case. The next morning, everyone was happy to see that Paddington's spots were gone. "I have news," said Mr. Brown. "I have entered a painting contest. You must all come to the show." The art show began. The judges looked at all the paintings. Mr. Brown loved painting, but he had never won a prize. "This could be it," he said. The whole family was excited. The judges announced the winner. It was Mr. Brown. But Mr. Brown looked confused. "This is not my painting," said Mr. Brown. "There must be some mistake." Paddington's painting on Mr. Brown's canvas won the first prize. The judges showed Mr. Brown his name written on the back. Mr. Brown accepted his prize. "I think I will donate my prize to the Home for Retired Bears in Peru," he said. Paddington beamed. "My Aunt Lucy will be pleased. She likes happy endings." "Don't we all?" said Mrs. Bird. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you. Enjoy my new series Oliver and Jumpy. 19 video books with about 500 pictures. There's text, but I also read it aloud for the younger children. I have written 65 stories and had them illustrated at great cost for your children's fun. Oliver is an elegant tomcat and Jumpy is his lady friend. Oliver loves to ride in Jumpy's pouch when they go for adventures together. Please find a link to the first book in the description of this video. Please always subscribe and like if you find my effort interesting. Thank you so much.